So I'm just going to go ahead and get into it, guys. Hello. Thank you so much for sticking this out with us. This has been such a great healing and relief for me already. For anyone who doesn't know who I am and I haven't had the pleasure of meeting you yet, my name is Kanique Swinson. I'm the founder and CEO of Soul Sister Network, partner of this event, and I'm also the co-founder of Black Women Heal Summit. And I just want to say this has been such a day of healing, guys. This last therapy session that we had, I was over here tapping away. I was over here living my best life, getting my full release. And now we are ready to get into what we are here to do with Soul Sister Network. So I'm going to go ahead and get into it, guys. So like I said, my name is Kanique Swinson. I'm a mindset and a manifestation coach. So I want you guys to do something in the chat for me. If you have never heard of manifestation before, or if you know very little about it, I want you to give me that. If you feel like you're fairly familiar with it, you kind of know what's up, you maybe have manifested or done a visualization activity one time, give me a 2 in the chat. And if you guys feel like you are like manifesting masters, like you've done multiple manifestations, or you at least have a really strong grasp of what it is, you know what the law of attraction is, all that good stuff, I want you to give me a 3. Okay, coming in, we got a 1, a 2, a 2. Okay, I'm anticipating we'll probably get a lot of 2s. I feel like now people are a little bit more familiar with manifestation, so this isn't like a foreign concept, but you might not be into it. Okay, I see a 2.5. Yes, I saw a couple of 1s. Okay, all right. Okay, so we're dealing with not experts, but experts on their prime, okay? And we're about to get into it. So let's dive deep, guys. Like I said, I'm so excited to be here with you today, and I'm ready to get into it. Before we start this session, though, I want you guys to drop your shoulders, release your jaw, iron out those lines at the top of your forehead, and just give yourself permission to enjoy this session, because that's what manifestation is about. So I want to set the intention for this session to be that you guys get everything out of this experience, what you put into it. And I'm so excited to be able to share this with you guys. So let's get into it. Let's dig deep. I'm ready. And I'm going to have this chat up. So as I'm going, I want you guys to be talking to me, because I'm over here talking to myself, basically. Okay. So again, manifesting. So for anyone who isn't familiar with manifesting, or you need like a fresh reminder, manifesting is basically, to put it simply, it's the thought that you can create your best life, right? And when me and Abby talked about this particular event, we wanted to include manifesting and visualization, because now that we've healed, there's space for us to actively co-create with the universe what we want our lives and our day and our week to look like moving forward. So manifestation is literally just the thought and the belief that you can create your life with the universe. It's the co-creation thing, right? And it's based on the law of attraction. So why it matters. A lot of people are kind of a little reluctant about manifesting sometimes, but it matters because I really want you guys to get this. Whether you think manifesting and the law of attraction is real or not, it is always working. Like the law of attraction is as finite as the law of gravity, right? So whether you're tall, short, skinny, curvy, if you go to the top of a building and jump, you're going to come down. You're not going to float, right? Because that's the law of gravity. That's how certain it is. That's the law of attraction. So the law of attraction states that like attracts like. So if you're in a positive mood, you're going to attract positive things. If you're in a negative mood or vibration, you're going to attract negative things. Let me know in the comments if this is making sense for anybody, or if you have any questions so far, but that's just the premise of this, right? So what we're really going to get into in this session is tapping into our master manifestors. And we're going to do that by doing a visualization activity. So I included this next slide just as a sense of inspiration for you guys to think about what you can manifest in this session, what you can bring to life in this session. And again, like I mentioned, I'm a mindset and a manifestation coach. So a little bit about me. I have been manifesting now, I'd say for about 10 years. I manifested a plethora of things. When I first started manifesting, I was like, okay, I don't think this is real. I was like, I don't think this is working. Like, drop that in the chat, guys, if you have had those feelings before. And you're like, I mean, okay, like, sure, you can create your best life, but like, can you? You know, that was me at first. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not even gonna hold you. When I first started this, I was like, I mean, sure, like, you know, but life happens, right? Like, just kind of happens to you. It wasn't until I started practicing this thinking and these concepts and doing my own visualizations and helping other people do visualizations that I realized, okay, there's more to this. So I've actively been using it probably correctly for maybe about like 4 to 3 years. And when I tell you guys, it has changed my life. It completely has changed my life. Before this, I used to think that life happened to you, and now I feel like I happen to life. And manifestation is built all on the structure of your mindset. So that's what visualization is. We're going to get into your mind. We're going to change your mind. We're going to do some inspirational visualizations and get into it. But just as a source of inspiration for you guys, I'm just going to share a little bit about the things that I have manifested in my journey. So I kid you not, it's like manifesting is like a trial and error period, right? You figure out like, okay, this worked for me. Okay, this didn't work for me. Like, it's a no-go. And this list seems extensive, but I wanted to include a plethora of things just to show you guys that you can apply it to almost anything. If you want something a little bit more materialistic, like a gift or a flower or a coffee, it works for that. Your mind can change that. If you want contact from someone, like a call or a text message, I do that all the time, right? If you want something that's a little bit more intricate, like finding your soulmate or extreme weight loss, you can do that as well. And all these things, actually, I kid you not, are things that I have actively manifested. And afterwards, I was like, wait a minute, did I do that? Yes, I did. So that's what I want you guys to experience in this. I want you to feel empowered. I want you to feel like you got this. And if you guys have any questions for me now, be sure to drop them in the chat. I'm definitely here, definitely open, definitely ready to share. And if not, then we can get into our wonderful visualization activity. So any questions? Anyone have any lingering thoughts before we get into this activity? Yes. Okay. Got it. Still have doubts, but I'm trying. I have doubts literally currently. Okay. Same. That was definitely, like I said before, manifesting is all about your mindset. Like, I forget who this quote is by, but the quote is, whether you think you can or you think you can, you're right. And, you know, I've heard that quote before, but it wasn't until I was kind of in the right mindset to receive it that I realized, oh, wow, like, whether you think that you're capable of something or not, it's so true. So it all is about the root of your mindset and getting to that root so that you can continue to build. And I'm so glad that before this, we had our therapy session, because the best way to heal, especially for women of color and Black women, because we do carry around a little bit more baggage in this world sometimes. And, you know, like we were talking about, and that was mirrored in so many other sessions that we had today, sometimes life can feel very heavy for us, right? And the best way to manifest is to heal, is to have a release. So I'm so glad we had the release prior to this, because now your mind is a little bit clearer, right? Like now we tapped and we had our activity already. So now you've released a little bit of that fear and a little bit of that anxiety. So as we're going into this activity, I really want you guys to dive deep. I want you to give yourself permission to go there. Don't give, look at this experience and have zero expectations, right? I'm not saying from this one activity, like you're going to walk outside and there's going to be like a car there, or if you're manifesting a man, that you're going to walk outside and he's going to bump into you on your front porch, right? Like it's not going to be that immediate, but it's just visualizing and believing that you can receive stuff. And I find for me, it took me a long time to manifest because, similar to you guys, I was having so many doubts. Like I wanted something, but in essence, I didn't believe that it was possible. So when you visualize and do visualization activities, your brain can't tell the difference between you visualizing something and between you actually doing something, right? There have been so many scientific studies about it, where if you close your eyes and you imagine your hands behind like a new car, that's the same for your brain as if you actually hopped in the car and had your hands on the steering wheel, which is crazy to think about, but it's so true. So here we go. Yeah. It's so true. So again, I just want to go ahead and get into it. I don't see any standing out questions. Okay, would you say visualization is similar to vision boarding? I would say they have similar principles, but visualization taps into something different. I think vision boarding is a little bit more like goal setting, and it consistently puts what you want to manifest in your sight. So it kind of reminds you to visualize, if that makes sense. But visualizing is actually the practice of closing your eyes, diving deep, and giving yourself permission to see what it is that you want and know that you're worthy of receiving it and giving yourself permission. Let's see. Since the workshop I attended with you, I've been so much more intentional about what I think and say. I love that. Kiana, not to start a new thing, but I can't picture things when my eyes are closed like that. Okay, girl, I literally, when I first started this, I thought it was just me. It actually is a thing. Like, some people close their eyes and they don't see anything. Some people close their eyes and they see a lot. In the beginning, I couldn't see anything, Kiana. So you are not by yourself, girl. I kid you not. So when I close my eyes and try to visualize, I might not be seeing anything, but I would focus on the feeling, right? Because the thing about manifestation is it works on vibration. It works on frequencies, right? So even if you close your eyes and you don't see anything, I'm going to be walking you guys through a guided meditation. So what that means is, like, you won't be there by yourself. I'm guiding you through it. I'm listing off things that you could possibly be seeing. So as I'm listing these things off, just take the liberty to feel what it would feel like. Take the liberty to talk to yourself, right? So the activity we're going to be getting into today is meeting your future self. I put this together this week, and I'm just so excited to dive deep with you guys. I'm just going to go ahead and get into it, since it doesn't look like we have any more incoming questions, but just know I'm excited, and I recorded this and tried it on myself, and I had such a nice release. So again, like I mentioned, zero expectations, guys. Really release. Remind yourself that you're worthy of this, that you deserve this thing. Turn your phones off. Make sure they're on silent, because you don't want any distractions, right? So this visualization activity is going to be about 20 minutes. And the reason it's 20 minutes is because a full chi cycle is 20 minutes, right? And a chi cycle means that every energy in your body is aligned. So it takes every cell in your body about 20 minutes to get aligned. So this session is called Aligned as Fuck, or AF, because I want to make sure that I get you to that aligned point, so that when you guys leave this session today, you feel not only healed through all of our sessions, but you feel a sense of accomplishment and peace, like you can go out and do all these amazing things that we've talked about today, because they're so possible, right? So let's get into it, guys. I want you to find a place that is comfortable for you. You are going to be closing your eyes. You're really going to be you're going to be tuning in. So I'll give you guys a second to get ready, to get comfortable, to do any last minute adjustments, whatever that might be. You might want to do this sitting in a chair upright. You might want to do this on the ground, but I would suggest whatever you do, just try to, no crossed legs, no crossed arms. And as you're manifesting, you want to keep your hands upright. So a lot of the times when I manifest, I put my hands up and I lay them on my knees, because this is a sign of receiving, right? So we want to receive all of this from the universe. All right, give you guys a couple more minutes to get settled. All right, let's begin. I want you guys to allow your eyes to close and take a few deep breaths and get comfortable where you're at. I want you to place your feet on the ground, uncrossed, and we're going to start a little breath work and getting aligned here. So getting super comfortable with your eyes closed, imagining a wave of deep relaxation that's now moving all the way down your body, from your head all the way down to your toes. You're smoothing out any lines in your forehead, any creases around your eyes. You're allowing your jaw to slack. You're allowing your shoulders to drop. You're sending that wave of deep relaxation all the way down your torso, down your legs, down into your feet, So let's go ahead and slow down our nervous system so that we're in a more receptive state. So we can give thanks, be receptive, and receive. We're going to do that by doing a deep inhale, inhaling for 4, 3, 2, 1, holding, and exhaling for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling for 4, 3, 2, 1. Holding and exhaling for 4, 3, 2, 1. One more time with a deep inhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Holding and exhaling for 4, 3, 2, 1. Great job. Great job. So I'm going to take this time to remind you guys that you have the power to manifest and create anything that you desire. Again, you have the power to manifest anything and to create anything that you desire. So imagine before you, there are 2 seats. Imagine your current self sitting in one of those seats. Take a good look at yourself. What do you look like? What are you wearing? What's your posture like? How are you carrying yourself? What's the expression on your face? Just observing it, simply taking it all in, not offering any judgment. Just cultivating awareness. Learning a little bit more about yourself. So that empty seat that's facing you, imagine your future self walking in and having a seat on the empty seat. This could be yourself somewhere down in the future where all of your dreams have come true, where all of your goals have been accomplished. This could be 10 years, 5 years, 3 years, whatever that means for you. But this woman that you're looking at, every single one of her dreams have manifested. The sky is the limit and you have achieved it all. It's that person who is walking in and having a seat straight across from you. Your 2 selves are now facing each other. Take your future self in. What does she look like? How is she carrying herself? How is she dressed? What is her facial expression like? What's her posture like? How do you feel in her presence? Really take her in, really study her. Are you moved by her presence? Are you touched? Are you inspired? She's going to have a few words for you, and she's going to share them with you now. It's going to be words of wisdom, or maybe inspiration, how-tos. Remember that they are you, and they've done it all. I'm going to allow some time for that dialogue. Reminding yourself that you are worthy of your innermost dreams coming true. Reminder that you are this woman, and giving gratitude for this moment and this clarity. Your future self is offering your current self the insight on how to get there, the love, the compassion, and support that you need to get there. Just taking it all in, being super open to what's being said, receiving it all with an open heart and an open mind. This is you guiding yourself and healing yourself. All the while, taking in the magnitude of your own presence. Your current self may have a few questions for your future self. You may go ahead and ask them now. It may be a few thoughts, concerns, fears, doubts, insecurities, whatever it might be. You're welcome to share it all now and see what guidance your future self has to offer you. Being as vulnerable and honest and authentic as you can possibly be. Being as open to the feedback and as courageous to implement it as you can possibly be. Knowing and honoring that you are totally worthy of all of your dreams coming true. You're doing such a good job. You deserve that feeling of accomplishment, that feeling of gratitude, that satisfaction with life, that enthusiasm for life. Take a moment to see where this dialogue goes. You may have more thoughts for your future self, or your future self may be inspired to share more wisdom, or you may be holding each other, hugging each other, holding hands, giving yourself permission to just experience this, to experience you, to be in awe of you, how beautiful you are, a strong Black woman who's had to endure so much but still is standing strong there as your future self, letting it all in. You're giving yourself permission to release any habit or emotions now that no longer align with the woman that you are today. Not being afraid to be vulnerable and to release any emotions that are trying to come up. You are safe, and this is your vision to create. This is yours. This is your moment. This is your time. You're doing great. You're doing great. Allowing whatever emotions that are coming up to come up freely with no judgment. You notice that your future self has an envelope in her hand. And you watch as she hands it to you. I want you to look at that envelope. Inside is the answer to unlocking your very next level. This is you. You have come back to give yourself words of wisdom, to give yourself this envelope. Slowly open the envelope. Reading in your mind, what does it say? What advice do you see? What encouragement are you giving yourself? You're doing great. You're giving yourself permission to experience any emotions or feelings that are coming up for you. I want you to ask this version of yourself, what are the next steps that you need to take to transform, to align with this version of yourself? What are the next steps? Ask yourself. Now that you've talked to your future self, now that you have your envelope, now that you see what it contains, what are your next steps to get there? How do you align more with that woman who's already you? How do you walk more in that power that's already inside of you and is so strong, so resilient? I want you to believe that this is available for you right now. Not later, not tomorrow, but right now in this very moment. The woman you are looking at is you. And when you start to feel complete with your exchange, I want you to simply go back to observing your future self, taking it all in, being witness to your own power, your own beauty, taking in what it looks like, what it feels like when all of your dreams come true, when everything that you've ever wished for actualizes and more. When you're living your dream life, And you are your dream self, taking it all in. What do you look like? What do you feel like? What do you smell like? What is it like to just adore you? Knowing that this self-love has been in you all along, and that you deserve this love, and you are so worthy of loving yourself unconditionally. Without any rules or regulations, you deserve it. I want you to hug your future self. Maybe you have some words of completion, encouragement, love, or support. And as we're coming to completion, just knowing that that future self is you, that you are already aligned with your future self. You and her are one. And how good does that feel? I want you to take in this moment and bask in that feeling that she is you and you are her, and that you deserve to become this woman. There is nothing standing in your way. There's nothing standing in your way from showing up as this woman every day, taking in all of her and her glory. You are this person right here and right now. I want you to know that you can carry this sensation forward with you wherever you go, no matter what the day or the situation is. And perhaps you've gained some insight and some clarity that you can carry with you in your day-to-day life, knowing that the doubts, limiting beliefs, and negative thoughts are not you. They are not real. They are not real. They are just simply outdated programming, and you are free to release them right now. You can make up your mind to release them right now. Let today be the day that you let go of that baggage, of those doubts, of that fear, of that worry, of that overthinking. Just let today be the day that you decide to walk in your truth and you walk in your power. Feeling so much endless gratitude for this moment, for this space, for this version of yourself. You are already this person. Feel the joy. You are already aligned. I want you to take a deep breath in through your nose and soak in that gratitude. Exhaling out of your mouth, giving thanks for this experience. Inhaling through your nose, holding it, and exhaling out of your mouth. Inhaling again through your nose, wiggling your fingers and toes. Exhaling out of your mouth. Last deep breath, last deep breath. Inhaling through your lungs, filling your body with all the fresh air and oxygen, releasing any final worries. Exhaling slowly and gently returning. Slowly and gently returning. Slowly and gently returning. Wonderful work, guys. Welcome back, ladies. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. You guys did such a great job. You guys did such a great job. I can feel your energies from here, believe it or not. I can feel the energy from here. I can feel the healing from here. This was just so powerful for me. Drop in the chats. Let me know how you ladies are feeling. How does your body feel? How does your mind feel? How does your soul feel? Bliss, wow. Wow, yeah, I love that. I love that for you, Abigail. I love that. Perfect word. Yes, I'm excited for my future self because she's bomb. Yes, sis. Yes. Does anyone want to share in the captions, you know, what your future self looked like or what she felt like, what she smelled like? Were you surprised by anything that you experienced? Did anyone have a big release? I know when I did this for myself, I had a really, really big release. It was nice, you know, to see myself already living and breathing the life that I foresee myself having. It was a wonderful release. Yeah, all the comments, very powerful, much needed. Your mind is clear. This is incredibly powerful. I needed this release to finally be able to rest. I love that. Prepared and inspired. I was bashful being in front of my future self. Yeah, what a good word, bashful, in tears. Yeah, that was me last night, Galen. I was, woo, honey. Yeah, our wig was laid. I love that. I love that. I love that. I love that. Wow. I'm feeling all the love, guys. Yes, humble yet aware of her power. I love Raven. That's powerful. Happy and empowered. I started tearing up. I smelled like cherries. Yes. And I was looking snatched. Come on, Layla. Yes. Yes, ladies, I feel your energy all the way from here. Wow, she knew her worth. That's powerful. And that's why me and Abby really wanted to end the session with this visualization activity. We just wanted to remind you, ladies, that this is you, that all of that power to create this woman, this wonderful, beautiful woman that you see, you are already her. I remember just from experience, I did a visualization activity maybe like 3 years ago of who I wanted to be now, right? I wanted her to be in a relationship. I wanted her to have a man. Well, I just said a man twice. Clearly, y'all can tell what my focus was on. To look good, to smell good, to have her wardrobe right, like to feel powerful. And it's funny because I think like at the time, it felt impossible, right? It felt impossible. But now I'm like, wow, okay, I'm actually kind of the person that I visualized for myself 3 years ago. And that's why these things are so powerful, because it lets you know that in a sense, if you believe that, time is just kind of a social construct, that in a sense, you are already her, right? Did anyone have anything powerful that was in that envelope? I know for me, when I got the envelope, I like opened it up and my future self read me. She was like, sis, get it together. Yes. Yes, Gerald said, surprised at how similar we looked, as weird as it sounds. Wow. Really helped me visualize where I needed to get to that point. I love that. I love that. Very powerful. She saw a real understanding of her worth, taking in all of that space that's needed to be fulfilling. I love that. Yes. Yes, guys. Yes. Wow. I'm going to let you guys continue to sit with these feelings. And I'm so excited that we got to close this experience out together. I'm so thankful that you guys hung in there with us for our Black Women Heal Summit. I am relieved. I'm inspired by all of you ladies showing up. When me and Abby came up with the structure of what this was going to look like, and when I came on board with Abby's vision, it was hard for me to even kind of visualize what was going to happen or what this was going to be like. But this has, without a doubt, exceeded all of my expectations. Wow, I'm really thankful for all of you guys, and thankful to you each, for you each, if that makes sense. I'm thankful that you guys allowed yourself to go there, that you allowed yourself to really dive deep and experience this with us. Malika said, my letter said, quit playing, you know what needs to be done. I love that. I love that. Abigail said, she helped me let go of internalizing. Yes, ladies, yes. Yeah, y'all did that. If you guys are here for yourselves and just want to share love, give me some hearts, give me some love in the chat. Like, I feel this love radiating, but I want to make sure that all of our other sisters that are here with us are feeling this as well. The premise of doing this together and not just by yourself is that not only can you hold space for yourself, but by doing this as a collective, that collective healing that we were talking about in the therapy session, it just liberated your fellow sister who's doing this alongside you. This was a collective healing. And I'm so glad that you guys joined me. Wow, all the hearts. I'm really inspired by all of you ladies and thankful for you for being here. So that's the session. I wish I could do this all day long with you guys. If you want to stay in touch with me, like I said, I'm the founder of Soul Sister Network. I intend to do manifestations like this for free, meditations like this for free that are easy access for people, especially while we're in this state of constant healing. You can follow Soul Sister Network directly on Instagram, and you can also follow me on my personal page, Kanique Manifest, if you'd like. Again, like I said, I'm a manifestation and a mindset coach. So for a living, I do this with women for a living. I've liberated myself through my mindset, and now my goal, and I know my passion and my purpose, is just to help other ladies do that. So even if it's not coming on as a client or anything like that, feel free, if you have any follow-up questions, whatever that might be, to DM me on my personal page or on Soul Sister Network. I'm behind that page as well. what you will be experiencing after this. Drink lots of water. A lot of the times after you visualize, because you're tapping in to your subconscious mind, you'll have vivid dreams. You might be feeling things a little bit more intensely. So if you're a little sad later on, it might be like really sad, or if you're really happy later on, it might be really happy. So just thank you guys so much. Abby's going to come on after this to close this out. But again, as far as for me as a partner and a co-founder for the event, I just want to thank our wonderful sponsors who are also here participating, and all of you ladies for being a part of this and being open to this idea and this space that we created, because it wouldn't be this exact space without you. So thank you guys for that. Stay tuned. Abby's going to come on right after this to close us out. And definitely do not hesitate to reach out if you have any questions, guys. Thank you so much. I love this. I love you all. I'm sending you so much love and so much light. And we will close this out soon. Bye, ladies.